Hey everyone, it's Crypto Wizard. First off, thank you so much for 10 subscribers. I'm just doing something that I really want to do, so thank you very much. Anyway, today I'm going to show you live, unedited. That's what I like to do. We're going to look at the current meta, which for me personally is Xmas coins. As we go into December, there's a couple of coins right now that are standing out massively for me. Now, this is all going to be on the Solana blockchain. As always, that's kind of my main focus on this channel. And we're going to take a look at some that I definitely would avoid. I mean, within, for example, the top 50 currently on Dex Screener, we are looking at least, I would say, 15 within the Christmas meta. There's been some real standouts, such as Grinch, but we're going to look into those in this video. And I just want you guys to know, whatever coin I am invested in, I will 100% always make sure that you guys know if I'm invested in that coin. I will never be pumping anything for the sake of, I'm not even big enough to even thinking about it, but I just want you guys to know you can trust me on this. This is something that I've been doing for the past 7 years. Anyway, let's start the video. First off is SANTAHAT. Now, SANTAHAT is really been kind of playing a key role within the past, I'd say, 48 hours for me, in terms of it's popping up a lot more on my feed on socials, and also the nostalgia base around this coin from previous coins. There's been a constant trend for me, mainly being the fact that I always see it come back to the fact that there's a nostalgic element linked in, whether that could be someone's film, some sort of reference. It's always, plays a huge part. Let's not forget, guys, we're not trading money, we're not trading anything other than human emotion. There is exceptions to that, obviously, when you have pump and dumps. We'll look into those and how to spot red flags in a later video. But for now, I just want to say that we are looking at human behavior and human emotions. And there's massive things that I look for in this coin. For example, you look here, this is all very normal. This is something you'd expect, very kind of ups and downs, mainly downs, when a coin is on a downtrend. And then here is when kind of peak euphoria hit. We're getting towards December. Everyone is kind of, it becomes the meta. And then this. So here is where you see the sell-off. This is what you call pump and dump. This is where the dev is, at this point you're looking at around a 6.5 million market cap. So the dev is sold. But this is where it gets interesting for me, okay? This is when it goes viral, that he's rug pulled and people are trying to save it. And then around here is when a community takeover began. And as you can see here, it's gone on a bit of a downtrend. But right now we are sitting at the middle of where we were on around the 29th of November. Now, this is nowhere near the lows of, around here is about 50,000 market cap. So we're already sat currently at 2.7 million. This is something you want to keep an eye on. Not only that, their engagement is very good. Obviously, this SANTAHAT, just a bit of background, is a very expensive item that you'd get in a game called RuneScape back in the day. But the engagement's good, the memes are good, the community engagement are good, selling GF. This is very much nostalgic. And as you can see, trending alert, max trending is a really good sign. Okay, nothing bad is going to come of this. I just think now is a good time to chuck in a little bit of SOL, whether it's 0.05, 0.1, 0.5, 1 SOL. I'd go careful towards 1 SOL. The website is super basic. However, it's there for spreadability and awareness, in terms of you make your own PFP with the hat on. So the hat is the focus, and it's really simple, it's really basic. This is true to the website. They've got a TikTok account as well. So overall, it's just on my radar. I'm not put anything into this just yet, but I have got plans. Now, I want to look at something just as a warning. I have got money in this. I have currently, I'm in profit, quite a nice amount of profit on this, but I've continued to put in, okay? So here we've got Grinch. Now, Grinch obviously is a well-known Dr. Seuss story. And it's also the #1 most grossing Christmas film of all time. But aside from that, its coin is doing tremendous amounts of, I just want to say, natural and organic volume. This was a pump and dump, as you can see. I actually exited my initial investment around here, and then I held my moon bag, should we say, and I've rebought, I think it was around here. So it's currently sitting at 4.5 million market cap, but this has peaked, and I mean peaked, at around 25 million market cap. So a considerable jump, but all of that was within one day. The volume is still pretty consistent. I mean, there's small buys going on with higher kind of sell-offs, but it is balancing itself out. It's very consistent. We're only at 4 minutes to go, and you're looking at around 150 transactions. The buys and sells, the buys outweigh the sell. However, I don't really trust this as a metric right now, just because at the start it was kind of really heavily botted and fake volume was pumped in. But as I said in the previous coin, community takeover is key. This is sitting at 14.8, and as you can see, we have been on an absolute uptrend ever since kind of, I'd say, earlier today. So this is really bullish to me. We're entering early December, guys, so these are coins you're going to want to buy. Okay, now let's just have a little look at their engagement. Again, 4,500 followers, really good. 42k there, 200 there, not so great, but you know, this is just constant. 2 hours ago, GM, they're just engaging with the community, and it is a community takeover, and you can see they're showing kind of exchanges, and they've been the top gainer and the top trending for quite some time. Their website, I just want to say, I'm pretty impressed, I'm not going to lie. These websites are pretty basic to make, let's be honest. However, it is not just some load of rubbish that you see online. You know, this is the official currency for stealing Christmas, so you've got loads of ways you can market this coin. I am invested in this coin, and I will continue to be invested. Now I want to look at Xmas. Now this is based on Gizmo, who is from Gremlins, the very, very popular Christmas film and franchise, again playing into the nostalgia. Just within the past 6 hours, it's gone up 30% with almost 1 million in volume. This is one that I have personally put money in, and when I say money, I'm talking 0.1 sol. I'm not super rich, and I always recommend, I like to put in, I like to test the waters. I'm always playing around with what's current and trending, so this is something I really want to get involved with. Again, this is community driven. Their Telegram is absolutely popping off. Their followers are growing. All of it is super organic. Their coin market cap has just been approved. It's, you know, I just seriously take a look at this. It's not being pushed heavily by any influencers. Their website, I mean, it is what it is. It's really basic. It's super basic. However, it is promising. I don't see, the bubble maps looks good for this. There's not a huge allocation to certain insider traders. Overall, definitely worth looking at. Now we're going to move over to Rich. Now, why have I put Rich on this? This is a current coin that I've been looking at, okay? The reason why is the current TikTok meta, should we say. Meta is a very loose term. This is a big thing at the moment. These videos of Rich, who is a Spidmus mouse on TikTok, he's going extremely viral. I'm talking 20 million, 30 million views on the videos, and this is quite consistent. So this is something that is a bit of a Christmas variation of him. Community takeover, again, it is something that I haven't put money into. However, I'm going to, probably shortly after we make this video. I'll update it on the next video, how I'm doing with my current investment. Again, I'll probably put 0.1, maybe 0.2 in. It's currently sitting at 500,000 market cap, 4.1 million volume trading, and that is organic volume, I just want to add, and a really good locked amount of liquidity at 100k. That's actually a really high amount of liquid, so very good sign there. Now their socials are brand new, but I really like everything they've done there. They're really playing on the viral videos. They've got some cool edits. I just like what I'm seeing here. It's number 2 on deck screen, as you can see, which I'd always avoid. However, now and again it hits. The website in particular, it really impressed me. All of it is just well put together. It's a heavy focus on the Christmas theme whilst using virality. Just look into it, guys. The bubble maps are looking fine. They're not as nice as I'd like them to be. Someone does hold 3%, which isn't enough to really dump the floor on this thing, but it is enough to have some sort of small impact. So I'm expecting a little sell-off for some time. I'd say a couple of days. However, I am expecting a nice pull to possibly the 1 to 2 million market cap. Now let's have a look at Xmas. Now Xmas, I did buy in around here and I did sell off around here. I'm actually out of it. However, it did go to an astronomical volume within a very short amount of time. And the volume is currently 25-ish million, as you can see in the past 24 hours. This is something that we shouldn't really ignore because this does not look like prices you'd get with that amount of volume, and that is the key input here. 1.5 million liquid locked. This is again community taken over. This was a pump and dump by a very well-known influencer on X, or should I say group of influencers. This is a pattern that always happens in their coins. I am going to highlight them. I've said it in my previous video and I'll say it now. I will be showing you how to avoid these scammers that are well known within the crypto community. However, people that are new would not have a clue. So you can see almost 20,000 followers. So it's not small. All eyes on Xmas. They're putting money in Times Square. It's pretty serious. Like, Xmas started as some sort of, as you can see this and them and Grinch. Something's going to happen here. I really believe something's going to happen here. This is just leading up to a huge pump, I can tell. I've still got my moon bag. I'm not fully sold out and I've not fully exited this coin, and I will be looking. I'm going to see if it can get to around the 10 million, the 0.10 coins, and then I'll go from there. However, we have to see, guys, okay? It did get to over 100 million market cap at one point, almost 200 million. So fingers crossed this gets there. I believe it can. Now, their website is super basic. As you can see, Xmas community gives back the holiday season, so they're really involved in homeless shelters, toy drives, charitable donations. It's just a good cause all around. I'm always for that. Now, this is one that is hot off, and I'll be honest with you, it is most likely a rug pull. However, with these, you can just see, what I'd like to do is I'd like to see where it goes. This will probably get to around 200k. There'll be a big sell-off, okay? This right here is unnatural volume. I don't want anyone at all buying into this coin. I know what I'm doing. I can get in, I can get out. This is unorganic. This is pumped, okay? They have bought 0.01. This is just to get the buys. Look at the buys and the sells. That's unorganic. You do not have 77,000 buys and 1,500 sells. It's not a thing. When you look at this, you should be thinking to yourself, it's just a red flag. This is not normal, okay? If we looked at the bubble maps, I can guarantee one developer will hold 50% of the allocation. You don't want to get into this. So I'm an experienced trader. I know what I'm doing, okay? And I'm willing to lose. That's the difference. I'm willing to lose. I find sometimes it's a bit of a game for me. I want to try and beat the dev. You don't want to beat the dev because you won't be able to, okay? So just don't go into these coins. It's got 21k liquidity. It's not very high, okay? So I don't want to recommend this to any of you. In fact, I want to use this as an example of what not to buy into. However, I'm going to probably try and beat the dev on this one. So guys, that's it for now. I just want to speak on a general rule, just for safety. As a general rule, I would never touch the initial 10 coins that are on here, okay? There's a multitude of reasons. But if we were to filter the age, okay? So let's filter it 28 minutes ago. The market cap is 818k. Nice. And if we look down here, Orbitz is 1 hour old, 72k market cap. Look at this. 6 hours, it's gone down 60%. 1 hour, 100%. This is what happens when a dev sells their allocation. But this is what I call the golden pivot, okay? This is now at the area where the community has to decide whether they take over the coin or not. We saw this with Chill Guy. We saw this with other coins that did astronomically well, and I'm talking crazy volume. You just want to keep your eye out for things like this, because where people see this as a red flag, I see this in particular, the pullback, as an opportunity, and that's where the winners are made apart from the losers. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed my picks. If you do, don't forget to subscribe. I can't believe 10 of you have. It's been Crypto Wizard, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.